Hey guys, this is DFD, aka Dark Frozen Depths, back with another pre-event video for Kamihime project. Last I checked, we're currently under maintenance too, so it should be around by the time this, the maintenance is like pretty much happening right now, so it should be around pretty soon. Maybe by the time you watch this video. But anyways, if you're hearing anything in the background, sorry about that, that's an air conditioner. I'm in a different room. I normally don't record here, but I like the cool air right about now. It's very freaking hot. But another thing before I get into this, if you've seen, I've been doing videos of Crisscross Chronicles, and as far as it goes with that kind of stuff, I'm trying to get a demo out pretty soon, hopefully before July. But if I don't have it ready before July, it's getting released as is, I swear. So hopefully I can get more prep work done on it and whatnot. You've already seen some recent videos where I've added some super bosses in there. They'll be in the demo, but you probably want to level up before then. I'll have a method so you can easily level up, trust me. But that's the whole thing with that. You're going to want to be pretty freaking strong to take those guys on. I'm going to have quite a bit of storyline in there just to sit and show things off, but not everything's going to be perfect. I already know it lags and I can't find a fix for it, so I'm just going to leave it as is for now. It won't be there in the main game, in the full game, hopefully. But links below to some of the more recent previews that can show off quite a bit of stuff in there, and there's a downloadable playable demo for the VX Ace version, which I just completely stopped. That can get you a little bit prepared for that demo. But anyways, getting onto this event is going to be tricky. Like, I'm not kidding, this one's going to be tricky. First and foremost, if you're looking for an elemental attack going for Thunder, you've got your chance. This is the one event you definitely need to do. Me personally, I'm probably going to go after her anyways, because if you see my recent pool video, that's where I ended up getting another, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Mika something, but she's elemental attack for Thunder, Wind, and Darkness, if I remember correctly, and she's only 40%, so I got something that could be better and go up to level 100. Doesn't mean Kamihime or whatever is horrible. Honestly, she's quite good, especially for Summon Effect, where she gives everybody an instant 15 to your burst. But, that's the whole thing. You got a gacha for her. This one's just free, so why not take the free one? But anyways, Thunder event. Get your win teams ready if you want to abuse weaknesses. Me personally, though, I might go light because they're a little bit more prepared and can definitely do more damage, I'm pretty sure. However, regardless of how you take this on, please do not use water. That's just stupid unless you are very, very, very strong. Heck, my water team sucks. They'll get smashed if I even think about it. You also would need a fire team. I'll get to that reason pretty soon. And it has to be fire. So I'm glad I started leveling up my Sevarog. But anyways, this is some crazy stuff you got to deal with right here. AoE Scorch. Paralysis on 2 random targets. That's a very dangerous one. Curse on 2 random targets. Not so dangerous if you don't need the healing, but it's still annoying. And then there's a special attack where Barrier can help, but Damage Cut does not work. Which means I think all the abilities that outright just cancel all the damage you take may or may not work. I'm not fully sure on that, but Barrier, yeah, you've got a good reason to use that Tiamat we just recently got if you've been around for that event. And there might be other characters that can put Barrier too. I do believe there's a light healer, a SSR healer, a Tum. I think she can put Barrier up. But here's the reason why you want that. Cuts your current HP in half. Yeah, that's not good. If you're like me and got a couple of Prad weapons on every single grid, then yeah, that could help you out. But still, it's like, ugh. Personally, I don't really like Prad too much, but they do fill the slots for Assault until I can get some actual Assault on there. or I level the crap out of the pride weapons and just cap them at 20 because that's the time when they really shine. But it's random special attacks that do all this, so you can already see you're going to need some cleanse abilities. Cleanse abilities are the ones that remove the status effects or the debuffs. So yeah, which I do believe you get hit with a debuff. I think, yeah, you do. You get hit with a an attack down, which is roughly 30 to 40%. Just assume it's half your damage gone. And then on top of that too, the boss hits kind of hard. We're looking at like maybe 3 to 5k damage between the two burst moves. Some is random, some is AoE. A lot of this stuff is kind of dangerous if you ask me. So you definitely need to be prepared. And the damage count on itself for 3 attacks. Now, double and triple hits seem to be counted as one attack, so quite frankly, you just need to hit it 3 times. There was something that was very good at getting past that, but I don't remember what. If I find out more info on that, I'll probably post it in the comments. But anyways, recommended souls they got for you right here. Joan of Arc, definitely, because you might need somebody to tank for that stuff. Mordred, definitely. She gets you some debuff resistance. Vivian, she can remove debuffs. Gaia tanking, of course. Oberon's always suggested because she's very good at debuffing. She's got an attack and defense debuff, so she does need help to get them to stick pretty often, though. And quite frankly, I can just override that with my team right now. I just give Joan and I give Joan ambush, and then that covers Oberon's debuffs very easily because I got Cybele to cover something else. I'm hearing Seth and Hoster is pretty good, but I haven't had them, so I don't know. Soul, definitely. She can remove debuffs put on you. She can debuff the enemy. She can heal. When she's awakened, she's way better at this stuff. Now you see why I'm probably trying to use my light team. Ithaqa's actually kind of good too because she's a healer, but she also has this weird thing where she can get damage focused onto herself. Might be good for an attack or two, but I wouldn't try to abuse it. Just warning you about that one if you do bring her out. But she is a decent healer. She's like my only win healer if you really want to be honest. Aside from single target ones. But okay. Amaru's stats. Her attack is going to go around like 1800, 1900. So-so if you ask me, because we've had some that went 2000 plus. Some that did it around level 85, surprisingly. But that elemental attack, definitely the reason why you want to go for her. We get a Thunder Glaive for SSR, which is a dual one. That automatically puts it high on the priority list. But it's a medium assault, meaning at skill level 20, that's 13%. You also get a small defender, that's 10% at skill level 20. And its maximum attack is just shy of 2000, so the fact that it's a dual weapon is really the main saving grace, because we got a lot of weapons that hit 2000 plus. But we also do believe, I do believe there's an, I think it's a water weapon that comes from the, because it's the one that releases the Kamihime for this event at Atlanta. It's a water assault, I do believe. I just don't remember the type. But that can help you out too. I definitely want to try and get that. You get 3 just for doing enough of the list to get the SSR stuff, so you just need to be lucky and pull 1 more, which isn't too hard really, but still round out the tickets. Speaking of which, tons of gacha tickets, 3,000 magic jewels, you can get quite a few gems, but honestly I get that many more gems just grinding the gem quest. Quite a lot of half elixirs and energy seeds. Of course you got the grimoires, you can get tons of raid tickets just for participation points. You can get Dragonic Eye Shards. Go for them. Just try to get as much stuff as you can. Now, see, here's where you might need this stuff. Expert clear with just R characters and below. And you have to be solo. So, that could be kind of tricky, but My wind R Kamihime is actually pretty well set up for this, so I could probably do that. Now, Ragnarok. This is where you need the fire team I mentioned. And you have to do it alone. Out the gate, I can simply say that I'm going to need a healer, so I'm probably bringing in Andromeda. Along with Konohana Sakuya, because that'll give me a decent amount of healing between the two. I can bring in Brunhilde as well. But, honestly, yeah, I think I'll bring in Brunhilde over Konohana, because I can simply use somebody else to get the B-frame debuffs. It's not too hard to really pull off. However, regardless of how I try to set it up, just know that Awakened Sevarog, beautiful, beautiful to freaking have. Even if you get the normal one, she's still pretty good. Same case with Ares, I heard she's very good too. And Daki, in my opinion, is very, very good. She can act as a secondary healer, and she can give you some nice little damage buffing as well. Just know that her wind defense is crap for this, because you're not getting hit with wind. But yeah, that's more or less what we got to go through. This stuff is not easy. It's not going to be. But anyways, I also go to this normal page too, because it's got stuff that the other one doesn't show. Now, you're definitely going to need items to clear this stuff. You get magic jewels just for doing it. That's definite. Same typical things apply from like the last few raid events we happened had, where 50 expert and 55 Ragnaroks. Like, that's the most you'll ever need in order to get all the SSR stuff. But a lot of this stuff is pretty good. Oh, and that water character is actually pretty good too. We're going to see her, in a bit. But yeah, it's looking at this again. It's like we've got quite a bit to deal with. But this is why I said this shows stuff that the other one doesn't. You have to deal with 10 million HP on Ragnarok. If you're doing a fire soul, yeah, that's all on you. You got to deal with 3,400,000 on expert. Thankfully, you don't have to go too hard on these quests because they're just giving you raid tickets now. If they gave you something really specific like a Dragonic Eye Shard or something, I'd say go for it. In this case, try it out. If you're having too much trouble, forget it. So, if you can make them special requirements for those fights, all means, have at it. But she can add defense to herself as well. That's not good. And then on top of that too is the one barrier. I don't know if it can get dispelled. If it could, that's very good. But yeah, for those who want to know the full freaking list, yeah, you're going to get some Dragonic Eye Shards. That's some later kills. You need 200 expert souls and then 90 Ragnarok souls in order to get all those Dragonic Eye Shards. So that's a lot of work to be going for. That's a lot of work to be going for. Yeah, it's a water bow, and it's an assault with a decent amount of attack power for assault too. I mean, for SR. So I would go for it. Heck, it almost matches the attack power to the SSR sword, which is surprising. The only difference between the two is the fact that the one gives you more HP and slightly more attack, and the one is also a dual weapon. Otherwise, there's not too much really different between the two, but the element, really. But anyways, go for them both. Trust me, you'll want them. And then, Amal, she's going to give you a defense buff if you summon her. Not something to go too out of your way for, but it's nice to have. Chances are you're going to have her as a lead add-on anyway, so you'll see it at some point. Especially friends having it, too, because we didn't get too many, Thunder attack add-ons so far, so this is definitely the time to go for it, trust me. Now, going for the SR Kamihime, she'll come up there very quickly. She's very cute in my opinion, by the way. It seems wolf themed, I like that. But here's the reason why she's pretty good. First off, her assist ability is like an extra assault. 3%, but still extra assault. Now, this is where it gets interesting. She's got a C-frame defense down. Anybody that really knows a lot about the game knows that C-frame debuffs are very hard to get your hands on. You get her for free. That alone means to go after her. But here's the other thing that makes her kind of nice, actually. She's got it when she's fully leveled, or at least level 65, she can disable all the attacks that she takes on herself for one turn. Which is pretty much just like, hey, I'm not getting damaged. But also upgrades her water attack for 50% for that one turn. Meaning she's dealing essentially 1.5 times the damage for one turn. That's very powerful. I could probably even stack it with Sarasvati's buff too. But I don't know. But that C-frame defense down is definitely the reason why you go for that. It's only 12%, but hey, C-frame, rare thing to get. And she's also got a buff where she forces herself to do a double attack for 2 turns. Free 40% burst right there. Again, this is a free Kamihime they're giving you. She's good. She's good. Especially because that C-frame defense debuff. That's very good. Not too many have C-frame. So, I do remember Cthulhu having something C-frame, and I think it was attack, though. And she's also watered. She'll go great with Cthulhu. But, that's the whole thing with this. You want to do this event to some extent. It's not too hard to get this weapon. Because, if I remember correctly, you barely have to fight to get this. And you get handed this Kamihime. There's no way you should miss it. Yeah, see, 4 souls. 4 expert souls. Or 8 Ragnarok ones if you want to go for that. But 4 expert souls. You get her. Don't miss this chance. But anyways, that's all I got for this. Naturally expect more Kamihime project because I'm definitely going to try to do these challenges. I don't know how well I'll do with the Ragnarok one, especially since my fire team is good for attack power, but healing is kind of crap. But I'm going to make sure I have 2 healers at least, and Daki who can give a little bit more in a way. But anyways, that's all I got for this, guys. Definitely going to do that R challenge for expert, though. I'm pretty sure I can handle it. I mean, come on. Zephyrus, C-frame attack down. Caspiel, stackable attack down. And the strongest ever defense buff, too, which is on par with Andromeda's. So, yeah. Oh, and Zephyrus heals. But, yeah, I'm going to be trying that for sure. I'm almost certain I can handle the expert one, regardless of what the heck happens. But anyways, that's all I got for this, guys. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to try and do as much as I can on Crisscross Chronicles, because I'm trying to get that game noticed. Honestly, please help me out by spreading word of this, because first and foremost, this game is going to be free. The first one, yes. I am planning on a sequel as well. That one's not going to be free, but you are getting to play a free full game for the first one. So, yeah, that was my original plan. Get it noticed by having it free first off. We've already seen other games that started off free and then they worked pretty well. Doki Doki Literature Club, that's the first one that comes to mind. But anyways, I'm going to have to try and get more on that one as much as possible because I put off the demo long enough. So I'm going to try and have it out by July 1st, regardless of what's in it. So look forward to that. It's either going to be no later than that, or it's going to possibly come out sooner if I can really hustle the stuff out. I've gotten a few areas done. Like I said, Kamihime Project, definitely want to do that challenge. I'm not sure on the Ragnarok one, but I'll try. But that now means I have to really buff up 3 teams. Well, I can avoid buffing up my white one for now, but the other 2 definitely need some more attention. But anyways, like I said, get this freaking SR girl. I cannot stress that enough. She's a very good one, and you practically get handed her. Especially since you really want that Thunder stuff, which is also very good. You're going to get her anyway. So, that's all I got for this, guys. Prepare your win teams if you have a decent win team. Prepare your fire team if you're going for that challenge. And best of luck, guys, because a lot of the status effects look like they could be trouble. I don't have anybody that can really cleanse on the other side, on the fire side, but we'll see. But that's all I got for this, guys. Take care.